back to Buzz TV. I'm your host, Morgan Young, and with me today we have Peter and Chris with Osprey Racing. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Great, thank you.
Good. So tell me a little bit about Osprey Racing.
So Osprey Racing is a student-run organization from the University of North Florida where engineers are challenged to build and design open-wheel style race car for a competition in Michigan.
So how do you design the race car?
So we start with a model in CAD, and then we go through all the manufacturing processes, analyze the best way to do something, and then go through the manufacturing processes and actually build it at our shop at UNF.
Wow. So this competition, it's like a year-long competition, right?
Yes.
And you basically put together race cars.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about what the process is of this competition.
So we're judged on the design of the car as well as its performance. We also have to put together a business scenario as if we were to actually manufacture the car. And then we also analyze the cost of manufacturing the car.
So how did you guys do in the competition this year?
Well, we placed 48th. It's our best placing ever.
Wow.
We've consistently got better each year, and we're hoping for top 20 this year.
That's
Absolutely.
exciting. And you beat UCF as well?
We did better than UCF. If only we could catch UF.
Yeah. Hey,
You'll
we're
get 'em
only
next
8
year.
places behind, though. So
Wow.
that's
You'll get him next year, definitely.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how Osprey Racing has been helping the engineers in Jacksonville with networking and getting new jobs.
Well, it gives you a place to really, a lot of engineers come together. All engineers like cars. That's kind of a general trend throughout engineering. And so what we do is, we go to events. We went to the Great Race actually last week, and we go to a bunch of other events. We go to
Concourse d'Elegance.
Concourse d'Elegance and a race in Daytona we went to.
Mm-hmm.
And but we get a lot of things. What we do is we put a lot of capable engineers out in the community, which is cool. This is a place where you get to use that all the stuff you learn in your classes. You sit there and stare at a book for hours. Here you get to actually use your hands. So
Definitely.
Absolutely.
It's a big learning experience and a big team building experience. Can you tell me a little bit about the team building exercises and how you guys have worked together to build
pretty
everything?
amazing actually when you get a bunch of people from different backgrounds, and they all come together to build a car. It's pretty cool. It's frustrating at times, you're relying on other people to get stuff done so you can get, your system done. But it all works out in the end. It's pretty cool.
So also it's just this massive undertaking. We're challenged to build an entire car from scratch each year. And so you really have to work well with other people because you can't possibly do it all by yourself.
So how did you guys get funding to build these cars?
So APR Energy actually gives us most of the monetary sponsorships that we require, but we also get materials and services from lots of local companies around Jacksonville.
That's really great of APR to do that for you guys. I know they're a big help for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about the impact of Osprey Racing on Jacksonville.
Well, like I said earlier, it's a place where a lot of engineers convene. All engineers like cars, and it also gets kids to think about engineering. You think of engineering, you think book. You're sitting in class all day, but kids can come out and see the car and be like, hey, I want to be an engineer. I want to build something like this. So that's one of the impacts I'm most proud of for the club.
Definitely. I think you guys are making a great impact on Jacksonville.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, if people want to know more about Osprey Racing or get involved with the club, how could they do so?
Well, we have our revamped website, actually redesigned, ospreyracing.org. We're on Instagram, Facebook. If you go to University of North Florida, come stop by.
Absolutely.
1202, Building 6.
We'd be happy to give you a tour of our shop and show you our car.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Morgan Young. Be sure to check out Osprey Racing, and we'll see you next time.